let me say, a word in defense of reason in dialogue with faith.
Because faith is that proof. Faith unites us to that substance.
But reason, in order to realize its full potential, needs the horizons revealed by and truths contained in the faith. And not just any faith, but the Catholic faith.
So even if your own life has followed a tidier trajectory than mine, at least so far, I suspect most of you know something about the unpredictability of providence. Perhaps your very presence here today is the result of a divinely inspired U-turn, of you answering a call to study a subject in grad school that once only interested you in passing, or to make a career of a discipline that once seemed too financially precarious to pursue. You took a leap of faith in pursuing this graduate degree, and now you're preparing to watch it bear fruit. Exactly what sort of fruit it will bear remains to be seen. The way that you intend to use this degree may be only one of many surprising ways that God intends to use it. The dream you have today of what you will do and who you will become may be only a glimmer of the dream that God has for you. As my dad always liked to remind me, man proposes and God disposes. The question is how we will respond when that happens. Will we say yes to God's call when it leads us in unexpected directions and entails daunting risks? And will we continue to say yes as the years pass and we grow more attached to our plans and routines, titles and perks? Or will we reach a point in our walk with Christ, in our vocations and our careers, where we say, this is enough, I've grown enough, I'm comfortable here, and I want to stay? It's a natural temptation, isn't it, to find our safety zone and get stuck there, to cling so tightly to our own ideas of how our lives should unfold that we can't grasp the better gifts that God wants to give us. We can get stuck in our ideological tribes, stuck in our political factions, stuck in our financial security or liturgical pet peeves or fear of making mistakes. We can even get stuck clinging to what God asked of us yesterday, and so find ourselves unable to answer his call on our lives today. This is a temptation even for those closest to the Lord. I think of Peter at the Transfiguration. Here he sees this amazing sight, Jesus, Moses, and Elijah all lifted up to heaven and bathed in ethereal light. And he does what I think many of us would do when we find ourselves in a comfortable situation. He hatches a plan to try to make it last forever. Let us make 3 tents, he says. But before he can let his plan even unfold, God has other ideas. The vision ends abruptly. Jesus and his disciples descend the mountain, and Peter is called to continue his earthly journey, one that ultimately leads not to more mountain vistas, but to martyrdom. When you were younger, you used to dress yourself and go where you wanted, Jesus tells Peter. But when you grow old, you will stretch out your hands, and someone else will dress you and lead you where you do not want to go. Follow me. If Peter had decided at the Transfiguration that, no, he wasn't leaving that mountain, that he was just going to plant his flag there and wait for another vision, he would have missed out on all that God had in store for him. And we would have missed out on all that God had wanted to give the church and the world through Peter. I think the same temptation exists for us throughout our lives, and perhaps especially for you here today. You've found something true and good and beautiful here in Steubenville, a genuine community of faith and scholarship, an opportunity to immerse yourself in the discipline that you love and to truly master it. And now, the Lord is calling you to something new. He's asking you to follow his lead as you move into this next phase of your life, to thank him for the gifts that you've received here and offer those gifts back to him to use however he sees fit. It's not easy to do. But here's the thing, you don't have to do it alone. You have a community here to help you, a community that extends not only to everyone you see in this field house, but to the scores of heavenly friends you cannot see. Men and women who have run this race before you and finished well.